You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
Good morning to everyone out there. I'm out doing some metal detecting today. I am actually back in Knoxville on a group hunt. It kind of worked out. I was headed back this way to do some things around the area and visit my parents and check out this house. I believe it was built sometime not too long after the Civil War. And I just wanted to say, first off in this video, thanks to Tim for inviting us out here to hunt this. I really appreciate that. So we'll see if we can find anything. Apparently there have been, in one section, there have been a lot of Civil War bullets that have come off of this property. So I'm not sure if they were dropped or fired, if there was a skirmish here. But apparently one guy that's been detecting this place for quite a while has found a lot of them on the back end of the property. So I'll probably meander over there later. I think the grass is pretty high, so I'm not sure if we can hunt it right now. The place has been hunted pretty good, but I know Tim found a mercury dime here and some other things. He actually found an unidentifiable copper coin, which is amazing. That's really, really old for this area. Anything you can find that's mid 1800s or earlier in this general area is a great find. So I got a piece of junk and a beaver tail so far, so I'm gonna keep looking and hopefully we can pull something old out today. Stand by. Looks like at some point they had a tennis court or something down there. Hasn't been used in a long time, but working through this strip right here and got my first coin. It's not old, but it's a clad quarter. So it's actually a good sign because this place has been hunted a lot. Any coin is a good find. Now let's get on to some oldies. Well, I'm detecting the back corner of the yard over here by the tennis court again. And there's some targets over here, and some of them are deeper. I thought I had an old nickel here, but it looks like it's just an old shotgun shell head stamp. But all right, at least we're finding some stuff. I'm sure there's going to be some oldies over here. All right, well, I didn't show you guys this. I found this in the front yard. I was going to say it's some sort of pin, but it's more of like a latch in the back there with that little knob. So maybe it's some type of small brooch, or who knows, maybe even like an old hair accessory. But that's pretty old and a good find. We'll keep at it. Here's that piece of jewelry cleaned up. It looks like it may be some type of old hair accessory. And hard to believe that's still all intact on the back there, especially since that clasp is iron. Unbelievable. But a really neat find, and very happy to have that one. Alright guys, I'm hunting over by the tree where Tim told me he found his old copper coin in the past. It's unidentifiable. And I got a target just a second ago. It was, let me grab it out here. It was this piece of brass, and I had a similar signal here that sounded good, down about 4 inches, rang in the high 70s. And look at this in the hole. I don't know if this is a coin or a button, but if it's a coin, man, it's not a core, it's not modern, and it's not big enough for a large cent. It's not a nickel because it rang up high. I mean, if that's a coin, man, that would be like a half cent. Oh man. Oh, it's got a hole through it. I don't know if that's an old Chinese coin. I think they're a little bit bigger than this. Hopefully it's not just trash. But that's pretty peculiar. Let me clean it up a little bit and we'll see what we have here. Well guys, you're not gonna believe it. It looks like it's a smaller version. It is one of the old Chinese coins. This is from the 1700s. Unbelievable. I mean, it could be earlier than that. They have some of these designed from the 1600s, but I'm assuming that's 1700s. Most of these come between like the 1730s up until the 1790s. That's amazing. That is the oldest coin I've found in a long time. Unreal. You can see the verbiage, which is obviously, I believe, would be in Chinese, kind of running around the sides of it here. And that's definitely what this is. I mean, it could be Japanese. Japanese or Chinese. That is unreal. Alright, we'll get it cleaned up later. Looks like it's pretty worn, but I don't care. Man, that is older than any American coin you're going to find. So it turns out this old coin is Chinese, and it is from Emperor
Chen Long Tung Pao, which is what this symbology means on there. So it turned out to be an amazing coin, and these were minted from 1736 to 1795. And you can tell it's been under the ground a long time. Very nice coin, very happy to have that. Okay, I think I may have an old penny here. I saw this in the hole I was digging at a high 70 signal, and I found this imprint before I found the actual coin. You can hear with the pinpointer, I can see it right down here. I think it's a penny. Rang up pretty high, so I'm guessing a wheat, but I guess it could be an Indian. It's a wheat penny. Sweet. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's not a memorial, it's definitely a wheat. Let me clean it up, I'll see if I can see the date on it. Well, it's definitely an oldie, it's been down there a long time. I can actually see it on there, it's 1918. So that's awesome. Next year will be its 100-year anniversary. Sweet. Nice addition to that Chinese coin. We'll keep on the lookout. Alright, I wanted to show what Jerry found here because it's absolutely amazing. He thought it was a gold ring when it came out of the ground. You can see the shape of it there, but it was caked with dirt. And I was saying, man, it didn't look like a ring, but he kind of folded it back a little bit. I think it was an old bell. You can see the top there. Somebody comment if you know if that's an old bell, but man, not sure if that's gold, but man, it looks good. That's definitely really old and very ornate. This is one of the best relics I've seen come out of the ground in a while. That is a beauty right there, for sure. So I'll keep you guys posted and let you know if we find out what it is and what it's made out of. But we think it might just be like a thick gold plating, because you see it's got that kind of green corrosion on it there, and some kind of reddish under where maybe some plating wore off. But we're not certain. It could be a low carat gold. But that's sweet. Nice find, Jerry.
Thanks. That was a big surprise.
All right, I was chasing a deep 70 signal there. I put some of the dirt back in. It was about 6 inches down. It was really down there. It might have been 7 inches. But it looks like it's a really old, ornate buckle of some sort. It's pretty thin and bent over, but thankfully it didn't scratch it. There's been a lot of, this is like kind of like an old trash pit out here. Tim found half of a license plate and an old spoon out here and an old compact. So here's the buckle cleaned up. It turned out amazing, very ornate design on it. Thankfully it didn't break when I was straightening it out somewhat. You can see in a couple places where it almost broke through, but turned out absolutely awesome. And this is from the section where there was a lot of older trash that was tossed, like makeup compacts, spoons, license plates, all kinds of crazy stuff. So very cool piece from the dump section of the property. Very happy to have it. Well, there's a cool find. It was pretty deep. I haven't found one of these in a long time. I think I've only ever found one or two other ones. It's the old wick off of an old lantern with the part of the base there. And usually this part here right on the end has a patent date on it to tell you how old the lantern was. That's always the part you want to find. So we'll be able to date that. On to the next target. And if I'm seeing this correctly, it looks like it says patent 83 and February 7 on there, I think is what that says. So it appears that this lantern was patented in 1883, I believe, in February. So very cool. All right, so I had a deep signal here. Well, actually not too deep, only a few inches. It rang up in the high 70s. I thought it might be a coin, and you can see the edge of it there. I think it's gonna be, looks like it's gonna be a penny. Hoping it's an Indian, but probably another wheat penny. Yeah, it's got Lincoln on the front of it. It's pretty green though. Oh, you actually can kind of see there, it's 1952 or 7 maybe. But another wheat penny, so not bad. We'll keep hunting. All right, I'm locked onto a really good signal here, and we've tested with a couple different machines. Here's the T2. Just this signal came out of nowhere. It's kind of like mid-80s from like 84 to 87, which is kind of like a worn silver dime signal. It was tested on the MineLab CTX, and it's coming up like 44 conductivity, and Jerry said it sounds like a silver dime on his dais. So we're gonna dig it live, see if it's a silver dime.
Get a seat and I'm kicking you.
Jerry just dug up the first Civil War relic. He found a 3-ringer. So I'll have to show that on the video. That's awesome. But I definitely dug that deep enough. The soil's soft here. There it is. It's a silver dime. Right in the bottom.
Come on, be seated.
Let's get the glove off. I think it's a rosy.
Rub that. Rub that.
Yeah, it's a rosy. Yep.
Good call.
I didn't bring I might have the spray bottle in my car. I don't remember if I brought it. I was out in a hurry to go where I'm going today. I'll clean it up later. It's a silver dime. Sweet. A quick look at the silver Roosevelt dime cleaned up. Turned out to be a 1953 in really nice shape. No damage on it. Awesome mid-gray color. Beautiful coin to dig out of the ground. All right, here with Tim, and he found this awesome lead seal. I'm thinking this one might be like an old, this is probably an old boxcar seal, because right down over the hillside here there's a railroad, and that's where I've done some of my magnet fishing and found like old parts off the railroad. And he just pulled up this awesome old seal. It's got some lettering on it as well. Got a big number on the back. So that's a sweet relic for around this house. Most of the signals are faint here, but we're finding stuff, so if we find anything else, we'll let you know. Nice find, man.
Thanks.
All right, I'm back down by the tennis courts where we've been finding a lot of the older trash, and I locked onto a really solid, deeper coin signal, maybe like 5 inches. So we're gonna see if this one's another coin. It could just be, you know, it may not be, but it's one of those good signals that you just gotta dig. And it has the potential to be something good. So it's not as high as the last one, so who knows. But really good signal anyway. Really easy to dig here on the moss. Yeah, it's right in the bottom of the hole and reading consistent with the pinpointer. So huh, well, it's just more trash. I can't remember what these things are, but that's probably what the signal was, because it's aluminum. But all right, we'll keep searching. Alrighty, here is gonna be one of the best finds of the day. Jerry found this, and I'm super happy for him. We've been cleaning it off for a while. It's obviously burned silver, and we were certain that it was a dime. And you can see right here, where my thumb is, there's stars running around the edge. That's pretty much the only thing left on it. So I believe this is a seated dime. The design with the stars on it there, I think they started that in the early 1850s. So this is probably, man, it could be a Civil War period one. I mean, there's been a lot of 3-ringers that have come off this property from what I've heard in the past. So it could have been possibly a seated dime dropped around the time the house was built, or it could even be from a Civil War soldier. You never know, but you can see the stars up there around the edge. This appears to be a burnt seated Liberty dime. That's amazing. But I'll look at it a little bit more later and see if I can confirm and put the information in the video. But man, that is one crazy find right there. Nice one, Jerry.
Yes, that's my seated. That's his first one in 41 years.
Yeah, you were long overdue.
Yeah.
It was a sweet find. I don't know, I don't think. Me and Jerry are going bonkers here. I had a high signal in the backyard that I said, if it's going to be a silver coin, I said it's going to be a half. We thought it might just be like some trash or brass or something, but I'm looking at it here. That looks silver.
That's got a reeded edge, doesn't it?
I know.
It's thick.
That might be old silver. I don't know. That's not aluminum, is it? No. What on earth?
That.
Oh, it feels pretty light, but I don't know. Does that feel pretty light to you?
That's aluminum, I think.
Yeah, it might be a token or something, but man, thought I had like a seated half there for a second. Oh my goodness. Let's get it in the shade here. What is that though? I think it's aluminum. Yeah, that's got to be a token. We knew it was too light, but man, we were flipping out there for a second. You should have heard us before I turned the camera on. What in the world? All right, well, I'm gonna get Tim's spray bottle and clean that up. That is nuts. Maybe an old milk token or something, I don't know. Hopefully it's not a knockout. I doubt it. It looks pretty old. Huh. All right, guys, this is pretty funny. I cleaned that up, and unfortunately, that's just an aluminum knockout. It's kind of in an area where they've done some burning in the past, and it was like 5 inches down. Not sure how it got that deep, but there's nothing on it, and it's aluminum, not silver. But the way that was in the bottom of the plug and how old of a spot we're hunting, I mean, I knew it was a little bit smaller than a half, but the way it was sitting in the plug, I'm like, that could be a big old silver coin, maybe not even a US one. But anyhow, I am here back behind this barn where there's some super old trees, and there's what used to be some sort of tennis court or something there. Might have been a volleyball net or something. They have like a crank for tightening the net, a real old one, so that may have been like an old, who knows if that was tennis. It could have been an old clay court. But supposedly back in this way, I mean, there was a lot of Civil War activity in here, but the rumor is that people have found, one person that had permission here in the past had found a lot of Civil War mini balls back out in this field, like quite a big portion of them. So I'll probably poke around here for a while, see if I can find any 3-ringers out here. It's pretty high in most areas, but we'll give it a shot. Jerry found one in the yard of the house, a deep old smashed one. I'm not sure if it was dropped. I didn't look at it real good. It's the base of it that looks like it's smashed. So you just never know. And as far as that, what I think is a seeded dime, that one that's burnt, I was thinking about it. It's probably an older one because I got it mixed up. In 1853 is when they started putting stars by the date. I mean arrows, not stars, excuse me. They started putting the stars around it in 1838. In 1837 and 38 there were no stars, and then halfway through 38 I think they started putting stars on them. So the way that thing looks, I mean, it could be a seeded dime dating back as far as the late 1830s, but it's probably 1840s or 50s, so hard to say if it was dropped by someone during the Civil War or maybe around the time they built this house. But cool finds anyway. He also got a 1906 Indian. I've got quite a few finds. I haven't shown everything, but I've shown all the pretty good stuff. So we'll keep looking and see what else we can pop out. And I just wanted to let you all know that if you don't see another video from me, one of these landed on my head. Owie. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I've been back here in the woods swinging. As you can see behind me, I just found a Civil War, what looks to be a General Service eagle button, and it's in great shape. It was not super deep. Let's take a look at it. This is what I pulled out of the hole right here, and by that massive hole, I don't know what lives down there. I'm trying to keep my eye out. There's another hole over here as well. And I went down about 3 inches. I thought it was going to be another foil signal because there's some like foil wrappers back here from old trash. Looky, looky. Oh my gosh, it's in such good condition. Unbelievable. Never thought I would get one of the buttons before a bullet. Just swinging out here and behind the abandoned tennis court and back in here, and there it is. Civil War history. Amazing. I think the shank's busted off, or maybe it's folded over, but I'm not going to do much to that right now. I'm going to clean it up carefully later. Unreal. So here's a look at the button. It cleaned up absolutely amazing. It is a Civil War General Service Infantry coat button. So really amazing find to pull out of the ground. Turned out the shank is still on the back of it. It's just bent over, and it has the usual Scoville back mark on it. So absolutely amazing find from that property. Super stoked to have this one. You can see that mound of dirt there. I don't know why that's pushed up there, what they've been doing back here over the last 100 years. Who knows why that's there. I've obviously done a lot of work to this property. And it's over there by that tree on that little slope where I found that button. And I got a super faint, deep signal, but when it peeped, it would hit 77 to 78. And that's like an old lead bullet signal. And I dug a pretty deep hole here, and I got it with the pinpointer, and we're down at it, so I'm going to finish it live just in case this is a mini ball. I'm touching it. And it's lead, but it's not a bullet, so but that's deep lead. It's oxidized very white. This could be camp lead. They must have been camping back here at some point. This is only about maybe 5 yards away from that general surface button. So we're definitely going to work these woods back here. Hopefully there's some bullets back here. Or I can only think, I mean, I've never found a belt plate or a cartridge box plate, but that would be sweet. All kinds of balls back here. Natural ball, and then you have unnatural balls. I was gonna say that's a racquetball, but if it is, that is a super old one. And a golf ball. Who knows, they probably use that court back over there for all types of things. But yeah, just bushwhacking back through here. I can't believe I found that general service button. What a shot in the dark back here, but it shows you that there were soldiers in through here. So I'm going to keep working down this line and see if we can pull something else out. So a brief overview of all the best finds I made today in one shot. We got the only two modern coins on the far right there, a clad quarter and a crusty zinc penny. For the other coins, it ended up with 4 wheat pennies, 1918, 1941, and the 1952 came out of the same hole, which was that spill, and then the other one, Shallow by the Tree, was 1950. And Jerry actually found another wheat penny about a yard away from where I found that one, about the same depth. So could have been dropped by the same person that I found that 1951. Got that interesting piece of jewelry there. The awesome Qianlong Tung Pao Chinese coin from the 1700s, which is absolutely amazing. The silver Roosevelt dime, the Civil War General Service button, and that amazing ornate buckle. And apart from that one piece of camp lead that I didn't clean off yet, and a couple interesting bits, most of the other stuff I found was straight up, trash, modern and old trash mixed. But this is the best of it. So thanks everyone for watching. Take care and happy treasure hunting.